In today's video, I have NBA Monday picks and preview for you all, my 5 favorite free plays for Monday night. Put a lot of hard work and research into these plays, so we're going to dive into the data and some of the statistics and matchups for you all and show you why I love these plays for Monday. But before we dive into those plays, a couple things we need to take care of. You guys have been absolutely going crazy on the last few videos. Over 30 likes, so you guys get the bonus play for this Monday. Going forward, if you guys want a bonus play for these plays moving forward, we got to hit 50 plus likes, and I'll give out a bonus play for the next day's plays. Now, I'm also doing something very special for you all. If we sweep all 5 plays for this Monday, or if we don't sweep these 5 plays for all plays on Monday, I will give everyone who likes and comments on today's video a free day of VIP picks, a free day trial. You guys can get access to my VIP plays, probably going to be NBA plays in there for you all. So leave a like, comment, subscribe to this channel if you have not already. We are growing every single day. This channel is absolutely taking off. I'm super proud of what we're building in the community that we have. I've also been going live on TikTok every now and then, breaking down plays, interacting with you all more personally than just through the YouTube videos, so go check me out on there, Tickets with TJ on TikTok. Now, quickly, let's recap Sunday's plays before we move on to Monday. We were 2 Jamal Murray points away from sweeping. So we had 5 plays. Daquan Plowden actually did not play. He was listed as questionable, ended up not playing, so that pick was voided. But Jalen Brown went over his PRA line. Baylor Sharman went over his assist line, 1.5. He had 2. Dante DiVincenzo went under his PRA line of 20.5. I think he finished with 12, so we hit the under there. Jamal Murray, 23.5 points, finished with 22. We were so close. So 3-in-1 day on Sunday, looking to move forward into Monday. Again, if we don't sweep these plays, a free day of VIP access to everyone who likes and comments on this video. Now, a couple places where you can get a ton of value betting on these plays for NBA Monday. If you're not on Novig or Underdog, you guys need to get on these apps. Very similar sign-up bonuses between the two apps. For Novig, it's spend $5, getting $50 in bonus. So you're putting up 5, they're giving you 50 bonus now. They've recently just changed their sign-up offer to give you guys more value for new users. So use my code TEACH10 on Novig to unlock these perks. Spend 5, get 50 on Novig. We've also been doing a Novig 100X challenge. We did hit Sunday's play, which was Jalen Brown over 36.5 PRA. So we're rolling over those winnings and moving on to day 2. So I will reveal that play later in this video. So guys, sign up to Novig, spend 5, get 50 free using my code TEACH10. And with Underdog, very similar. Play 5, get 50. Use my code TEACH10 to unlock these on Underdog. So between Novig and Underdog, you can spend a total of $10 and get $100 in bonus between the two apps. I don't know about you guys, but that is crazy. Like most other apps, they'll give you like a 100% deposit match, which is cool, but you got to put up a lot of money in order to get a lot from the app as well. With Novig and Underdog, you don't have to do that. You're just putting up $5 on each app, so $10 total. And you're getting $100 bonus between the two apps. So go sign up. The links for Novig and Underdog will be in the description of this video, so you can sign up there real quick and easy. Now, enough yapping about that. Let's get into these plays for Monday, starting us off with one of my favorite plays for Monday. Jalen Duren, under 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He has gone under 35 PRA in 8 of his last 10 games, averaging 32.5 over the last 10. Had 2 pretty strong performances where he did go over, but other than that, he's kind of been teetering a few combined stats under this line of 35.5, which we like. I mean, he's being consistent, but consistently just a little lower than that line. Going up against the Los Angeles Lakers in Monday night's matchup, who overall ranked 15th in points allowed, 5th in rebounds allowed, and 22nd in assists allowed overall. So a bit different in terms of how they defend all 3 major stat categories. Points decent, rebounds really good, assists not so great. But at the center position for Duren's matchup, they are one of the best teams in the league. Best team in terms of points allowed. They give up less than 12 points per game to centers. Second best in rebounds allowed, give up just 8.3 rebounds per game, and then 13th in assists allowed, which is still less than 3 assists per game. So a fantastic matchup for Duren's under right here for a red-hot Lakers team who I think have won 9 straight, I believe. So they're rolling. Great matchup for Duren's under. He's hit under recently. Plays 25 minutes per game. over his last 10, shooting very well actually, but still going under this line. Gets a ton of rebound chances per game, but the assist chances really aren't there. So the rebound chances really just him making the most of it, and if the ball falls his way, we're looking for him to not get any rebounds, obviously. Taking the under here, but we feel really good about this and exactly why I love this, specifically at the center matchup for Duren's under for play number 1 for Monday. Moving on to play number 2, Jalen Williams over 22.5 PRA. Now, Williams is coming back off of a hamstring injury, missing 16 games, but AJ Mitchell is actually out. He will be out for the suspension for his altercation with the Wizards' Justin Champagnie. So that only means more minutes for Williams. Yes, it's his first game back, but if it's his first game back and there's a shooting guard that's out, that makes it, I actually feel better about this. Even if Williams wasn't going to get his full minutes back, I think he's still going to get more minutes now than what even he was planned to get. Before being injured, he was hitting over 22.5 PRA at 7 of his last 10 games, where he was averaging about 27.5 PRA. So he was playing ball very well before he got hurt. I think he'll be able to do some damage here in Monday night's matchup against the 76ers, because the Sixers rank 17th in points allowed, 18th in rebounds allowed, and 24th in assists allowed. So not very great. About a little worse than half of the league in terms of averages against those three stats. At the shooting guard position, a lot of green here. A great matchup. 24th in points allowed, 21st in rebounds allowed, and 26th in assists allowed. Those are all bottom third of the league in those ranks. They give about 22 points per game to shooting guards, 6 rebounds, and over 5 assists as well. A fantastic matchup for Jalen Williams. A great spot for him to come back with AJ Mitchell out and him coming off his hamstring injury. A great match with the shooting guard position. He'll probably get more playing time than he was expected, probably being limited a bit, being at his first game back, although he probably is healthy if he is be able to come play in this game. So I know this might be a little of a weird play because of coming off the injury, but I still feel very confident about this with a great matchup and how he was playing before he got hurt. I expect Jalen Williams to come out here and have a fantastic game, if I'm being honest with you. So that is play number 2 for Monday. Moving on to play number 3, one of my favorite plays for Monday. Actually, it is my favorite play for Monday, should I say. Thompson over 31.5 PRA. You want to talk about a guy who's been balling out? It's Thompson. Hit over 31.5 PRA in 8 of his last 10 games. He's been averaging over 35.5 PRA in his 10 games. Had a monster game. His best game over his last 10 with 46 combined against the Heat. For Monday night's matchup, though, the Rockets are going up against the Bulls. The Bulls are not a great team. We all know this. Been riddled with injuries the entire season, a bunch of trades as well as shaking up the roster. They rank 26th in points allowed, 22nd in rebounds allowed, and 28th in assists allowed. So those are all bottom third of the league, so not very good at all, but a great matchup for Thompson, and specifically at the shooting guard or small forward position. They rank 23rd in points allowed, dead last in rebounds allowed, and 21st in assists allowed. Give about 16.5 points per game to this position. Again, a lot of green here, a lot of green on the hit rate. A fantastic spot for Thompson to continue just be one of the hottest players in the league right now in terms of hitting on their line. Why? Because he's shooting 59% over his last 10 games. Just absolutely incredible. Obviously, shooting 59% is not sustainable over a very long period of time. But if someone has the hot hand right now over their last 10 games and they're playing very well and they have a great matchup and they've been hitting really well, hey, that lines up for me. I'm going to take that. He's getting almost 14 rebound chances per game over his last, and had 21 rebound chances in his last game against the Heat, which is absolutely insane. Even games before that, getting a ton of opportunities. Also a bunch of assist chances as well. Over 9 per game over his last 10. Very solid, very consistent here, as you can see. We have one game where he had 17 assist chances as well, so he has the ability to pop. Plays 38 minutes per game in great condition, is always on the court, it seems like. Picks up a few free throws per game as well, which never hurts as well. So all signs are pointing for us to take the over on Thompson here, out 31.5. Just been playing absolutely incredible and has another great matchup in Monday night's matchup against the Bulls. So that's play number 3. Moving on to play number 4. Usman Dieng under 18.5 PRA. Dieng's gone under 18.5 PRA in 7 of his last 10 games in each of his last 2 at 15 exactly, averaging 16.5 PRA over his last 10 games, so that's 2 under the line. That's currently set at Monday night's matchup against the Clippers. Clippers rank 10th in points, 7th in rebounds, and 10th in assists overall, so a very good team. Top 10 overall in all 3 major stat categories. At the center position, similar story, a little bit worse than their average against their overall, but still ranked 12th in points allowed, 14th in rebounds allowed, and 8th in assists allowed overall. So still a pretty good matchup for us, for Dieng taking his under. Head-to-head, Dieng has actually gone under all 4 times that he has faced up against the Clippers. Now, granted, he wasn't playing a ton of minutes in those matchups, and as you can see here, over his last 20 games, he has gotten some increase in minutes as of recently in like his last 16 games. But even getting those increased minutes, he's only hit in 5 of those 16 games. So like 1 out of every 3 games ish kind of. But I still like for him to take the under here. He's just still probably getting adapted to playing more minutes. Still not shooting the ball great, 43%. Shooting decent from 3, but he really doesn't take many attempts, so it doesn't really matter as much because the volume is not there. Just overall feel very good about taking Dieng's under here, even with the increased minutes that he's had of late. Still got a decent matchup here at the center position against the Clippers. So that is play number 4. And play number 5 to round us out, it's Kawhi Leonard under 7.5 rebounds. I know this might seem like a bit of a head scratcher, like Kawhi under rebounds, like huh? Like have you seen how big the dude's hands are? Like he can grab like 2 basketballs with one hand. It's crazy. But he's gone under 7.5 rebounds in 6 of his last 10 games, and actually 6 of his last 7 games as of recent, if you exclude the 3 games prior to that. Did have 1 game where he went for 8 rebounds, but last game he only had 3 rebounds against the Dallas Mavericks, who are not a very good team, as we all know. Averaging 6.3 rebounds over his last 10 in Monday night's matchup on the other side of the ball facing the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks rank 18th overall in terms of rebounds allowed, so slightly worse than league average. At the small forward position, they are about league average. They allow 5.5 rebounds per game. So obviously it's an average, so they'll allow more, but they'll allow less. But the fact that they're about league average and they still only allow just 5.5 rebounds, I still feel confident about this, even with how good Kawhi is, how many minutes he plays. I mean, even for a superstar, like 31 minutes per game over your last 10, like not a ton of minutes, if we're being honest. Like a superstar like Kawhi should be playing like 36, 37 minutes. Now, he has been playing more minutes as of recent, but he'll have games in between here where he just plays like less than 30 minutes, and it's kind of like a bit of a load management situation, but that's for another story, another day. Rebound chances, he does average about like 10 rebound chances per game over his last 10, so the opportunities are there, but even rebounding at like a 70% clip on your chances is still like really hard to do, even for a star player like Kawhi, who's very strong, has big hands. So with that being said, the opportunity that he is able to rebound that many on that many chances, I don't know. I tend to lean under here, 7.5. Hey, he can get 7 rebounds all he wants. He's done it once over his last 10. 7 rebounds is fine, right? We just can't go over. So like this for play number 5, Kawhi Leonard under 7.5 rebounds. So let's quickly recap these 5 plays before we get on out of here and we'll go over my Novig 100X play for Monday. So we have Jalen Duren under 35.5 PRA, Jalen Williams over 22.5 PRA, Amen Thompson over 31.5 PRA, Usman Dieng under 18.5 PRA, and then Kawhi Leonard under 7.5 rebounds. So those are my 5 plays for Monday. And then for my Novig 100X challenge, so we hit the Jaylen Brown PRA play on day 1. For day 2, we are taking, you guessed it, Jalen Duren under 35.5 PRA. I just really, really love this play. Again, going back here real quickly, the matchup is great at the center position, hitting under at a very high clip. Even though he plays steadily like close to this line, I like the under here. Great matchup to take his under here. So that is our play for day 2 of the Novig Challenge, Jalen Duren under 35.5 PRA. And then our 5 plays for Monday here again. And then lastly, before we get on out of here, guys, If you guys are not signed up to Pikkit yet, you guys need to be using Pikkit, especially if you bet on sports consistently. What Pikkit does is it syncs up all of your sports books, puts them in one spot so you can see your combined records and your combined balances in one spot so you can stay organized and stay on top of your game. We all know there's ups and downs. Everyone gets hot. Everyone gets cold. Everyone has normal days where you go 500. You guys need to be tracking your picks, stay on top of your game, because we all know how cutthroat this industry can be. So download the Pikkit app, use my promo code TH10, and sync up a sportsbook that has 10 or more bets placed on it, and you will get that deposit directly into your Venmo. They're asking new users to sign up. They're actually paying them $3 or $100. So sign up, use my code TH10, and you will get that deposit into your Venmo or PayPal. Link is in the description of this video so you can sign up to Pikkit quick and easy. Other than that, go sign up to my free Winnable store. I post my free plays every single day. The ones that I break down in here, I give them out before I even drop this YouTube video. All right, you come here for the explanation and the in-depth analysis. I just give out the plays beforehand, texted straight to your phone before the YouTube video even drops. And I post these plays at night for next day's plays. So I'm currently recording this on Sunday night for Monday's plays. So you guys can get these plays Sunday night before you even go to bed, depending on how late it is and when lines come out, obviously. But go sign up at my Winnable store, absolutely free. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for Tuesday's plays.